Hello viewers, welcome to the UN College digital class. I am Pratichi Das, lecturer in MCom Finance and Control. In the last lecture, we have discussed about balance of payment. So today in this lecture, we will discuss about the components of balance of payment. Let's start. We discuss the importance of balance of payment. So what are the importance of balance of payment? The balance of payment records all the transactions that create demand for and supply of a currency. So balance of payment records all the transactions or all the economic transactions which create demand for the currency and supply of a currency. That means the country's demand, that depends upon the country's demand of the currency or demand for the currency and supply of that particular currency. So it judges the economic and financial status of a country in the short term. So balance of payment is a statement which judge or which represents the economic and financial status of the country, as it records or it is a process of recording all the economic transactions of a country. As balance of payment records all the economic transactions of a country with the rest of the world, so it represents the financial status and economic status of a country in a short term basis. So balance of payment may confirm trend in economy's international trade and exchange rate of the currency. It may also indicate the change or reversal in the trend. This may indicate policy shift of the monetary authority, that is RBI or Reserve Bank of India of the country. So here is the components of balance of payment, or balance of payment is a statement which records all the economic transactions of a country and it represents the financial and economic position of a country. So these are the components of balance of payment. The components are current account, or balance of payment consists or contains current account, capital account, reserve account or reserve account, errors and omission. So these four are containing the balance of payment account statement. The statement represents the current account, the capital account, the balancing item which includes net errors and omission, and official reserve account. So the current account contains mercantile trade, invisible trade and other flows. In mercantile trade, it comes under the visible exports and visible imports. That means in mercantile trade or goods trade, mercantile means the goods which are traded in the country. That means all the imports and exports of the goods or import and export transactions or the trade transactions which are made by the country comes under the current account or are shows under the current account in mercantile trade, which are visible exports and visible imports. So another content of current account is invisible trade, which are the trade or the goods and services which are imported and exported by the country that are invisible. That means those are not physically existed, those are comes under invisible exports and invisible imports. The other flows are investment income and unrequited transfers, which these all are comes under the current account. Then the another component of balance of payment is capital account, which consists of all the long term capital transactions and short term capital transaction. Next component is balancing items, with under the balancing item all the errors and omission or net errors and omissions are comes, and in the official reserve account is the another component of balance of payment to maintain or balancing the statement or balancing all the economic transactions of a country. So as we discussed, there are two major component in the balance of payment, that is current account, another one is the capital account. So what is current account? Current account is a account which records the transactions of all the short term transactions or all the trade transactions of a country. All the trade transaction means all the import and export of goods transactions of a country that are comes under or that are recorded in the current account process. In balance of payment in current account, all the receipts and payments for imports and exports of goods are recorded, and current account is a statement of actual receipts and payments in a short period of time. As balance of payment record all the economic transactions of a country, and current account is a component of balance of payment. Current account is maintained for a short period of time for recording the actual receipts of a country and actual payments of a country for the trade transaction. So current account includes the value of exports and imports of both visible and invisible goods. Current account recorded all the export of visible and invisible goods and all the record of imports of visible and invisible goods. There can be either surplus or deficit in current account. So as the current account maintains all the trade transactions or all the visible and invisible trade transaction or actual receipts of the country or actual payments of the country for a short period of time for trade transaction, it has also the surplus of current account and deficit of current account. So the current account has two sides, one is debit side, another one is the credit side. All receipts of the transactions or all the receipts of a country for a short period of time relates to the trade transactions are recorded in the credit side, and all the payments are recorded in the debit side of a current account. When the credit side of the current account is more than the debit side of the current account, or when the credit side is more than the debit side, it represents surplus current account, and when the debit side, that means the payment side, is more than the receipt side or more than the credit side, it represents the deficit of current account. So the current account includes the export and import of services, interest, profits and dividends, and unilateral receipts, payments from or to abroad. The balance of payment on current account refers to the inclusion of three balances are namely known as our mercantile balance, services balance and unilateral transfer balance. So mercantile balances are all goods or visible items, services balance are all invisible items, and unilateral transfer balances are recorded in the current account statement or current account transactions. So the types of balances in the current account are trade balance, income balance and net unilateral transfer. Under the trade balance, the merchandise of exports and imports are comes that are the import and export of goods and services are recorded in the trade balance. All the imports and exports of goods and services are recorded in the trade balance or merchandise balance that are the content of the current account. The income balances include the net investment income, net income receipts from assets, net international compensation to employees, net compensation of employees, and the net unilateral transfer represents the gifts from foreign countries, minus the gifts to foreign countries. That means the receipts of gifts and the payment for the gifts. The next component of balance of payment is capital account. The capital account records all international transactions that involve a resident of the country concerned changing either his assets with or his liabilities to a resident of another countries, and the transactions in the capital account reflect a change in a stock, either assets or liabilities. So all the international transactions that involve to a resident of the country and to the resident of another country relates to their assets or liabilities which are recorded in the capital account. So capital account records the differences between the receipts and payments which relates to capital account, and those are known as our financial transaction. The capital account involves inflows and outflows relating to investments, short-term and long-term borrowing and lending, medium-term and long-term borrowing and lending. So in the capital account, as we record all the capital inflows and capital outflows of a country, or all the economic transactions that contains all the capital inflows and capital outflows of the country, on that transaction some goods, services, or all receipts and payments which are relates to capital investment, which are relates to long term, short term and medium term lending and borrowing are recorded in the capital account of balance of payment. So capital account may be deficit, or capital account can be surplus or deficit account. So when as capital account records all the receipts and payment transactions of the balance of payment, or all the receipts and payment transactions of a country, it also have a deficit balance, or it also have a surplus balance. So when the balance of capital account is, or the receipt side of the capital account is more than the payment side of capital account, it represents the surplus capital account, and when payment side is more than the receipt side of the capital account, that is known as our deficient balance of capital account. So capital account includes the private foreign loan flow, the movement in banking capital, official capital transactions, reserves and gold movements. These are classified into two categories. That means what the capital account includes, like private foreign loan flow, movement in banking capital, official capital transactions, reserves and gold movements, that are classified as direct foreign investment and portfolio investment. So what is direct foreign investment? When the foreign countries or when the foreign investors invest the capital in a domestic country directly in any particular sector, that is known as our foreign direct investment. And what is portfolio investment? Portfolio is a combination of different investment component, and when the foreigners or when the foreign investors invest in a portfolio investment for flowing of capital into the domestic country, that comes under the portfolio investment. The another component of balance of payment is the reserve account, which considers the IMF, International Monetary Fund, SDR, that is special drawing rights, and reserve and monetary gold, which are collectively called as the reserve account of balance of payment. So the reserve account of balance of payment contains the purchase and repurchase from the International Monetary Fund, the special drawing rights, which are reserve assets created by the IMF or International Monetary Fund and allocated for time to member countries, and the reserve and monetary gold, which are collectively or which are the combination of the reserve account of a balance of payment for maintaining or balancing the balance of payment account or balance of payment statement. The another component is errors and omission. The entries under this head relate mainly to leads and lags in reporting of transaction, and it is a balancing entry and is needed to offset the overstated or understated components. So these are the four components of balance of payment. Those are comes under the current account, capital account, the reserve and surplus or the reserve account, and the errors and omission. So this is a statement of receipt and payment of balance of payment, which includes export of goods which comes under the receipts or credit side of the balance of payment. That means for exporting of goods and services, we receive from the foreign countries and all the receipts are maintained in the credit side. For import of goods and services, the country paid and the payment is made by the country to the foreign country for the purpose of imports of goods and services which are recorded in the debit side of balance of payment. And the balancing of all the export of goods and import of goods is known as our trade account balance or known as our trade account. Then another one is comes under the export of services, interest, profits and dividend receipts, unilateral receipts. These all are comes under the receipt side or on the credit side for which the country receives from the foreign countries. And for the purpose of imports of services, interest, profit and dividend paid and unilateral payments, the country paid to the foreign countries. These are the items for which the country pay to the foreign countries. These are recorded in the debit side of the balance of payment or payment side of the balance of payment. So these are known as our current account, or these are known as our the receipt and payment side of balance of payment, and the balancing of this statement is known as our current account balance. From the contents of 1 to 4 is known as our current account balance, or these are the components or contents of current account. Current account records all the exports of goods, imports of goods, export of services, imports of services, the interest, profit and dividend received, the interest, profit and dividend paid for the purpose of receipt of unilateral receipts and unilateral payments, all are recorded in the current account or in the statement of current account. Next is the capital account. These are the components of capital account. Foreign investment for which the country receives, or the foreign investment for which there are the capital inflows to the country are comes under or recorded in the credit side or receipt side. The short-term borrowings, the medium and long-term borrowings for which the country receives, that are recorded in the credit side or receipt side of the balance of payment. And for the investments abroad, short-term lending, medium and long-term lending for which the country pays, those are recorded in the debit side of balance of payment account. Here the another statement or another component is error and omission, which all over totally contains the capital account balance, or the balance of these items are known as our capital account balance. Then another one is the change in reserve. The change in reserve may be in a positive way, or change in reserves may be in the negative process, and the total receipt must be equal to the total payment of a balance of payment. That means the balancing or balancing process of balance of payment must be equal to 0. That means the total receipts must be equal to the total payment, and that is known as our balance of payment. So there may be the chances of disequilibrium in balance of payment. A disequilibrium in balance of payment means its condition of surplus or deficit. That means the receipt side of the balance of payment not equal to the payment side of the balance of payment, or when the debit side of the balance of payment not equal to the credit side of the balance of payment, it represents the disequilibrium in the balance of payment. Balance of payment may be surplus balance of payment or deficit in balance of payment. So a surplus in balance of payment occurs when total receipts exceeds the total payments. So it represents when the credit side of the balance of payment is more than the debit side of balance of payment, it represents the surplus in balance of payment, and when the deficit in the balance of payment occurs, the credit side is less than the debit side, or the payment side is less than the debit side. That is known as our deficit in balance of payment. So balance of payment may be surplus balance of payment or deficit balance of payment, and equilibrium arises or when the receipt side is less than the payment side, or when credit side of the balance of payment not equal to the debit side of the balance of payment, that represents the disequilibrium in balance of payment. Thank you.